Good afternoon, guys. I'm going to explain about something about passport.js, and I want to explain something more about the passport.js. That what is the use of passport.js and why it is needed, and how can we use passport.js for the Google authentication. So first of all, I want to say something about the passport.js and application of the passport.js. So just I'm running my the node application and PM one, which I mentioned already inside my package of this function. I can show you also this thing. Yeah, the server is done, and I just open my browser, and this is my browser page. Just one next thing. This is the port is listening on the 18080, and my database is connected. Just I am starting from my local host. It is this is my homepage loading. This is the homepage what I built by using the Node.js, and the main use behind the passport.js is for building an application need to be a user interface. Means the user wants to cam any of the application. First of all, we restrict that user that without your any details not providing, I can't access any of the routes in my website or in my web application. So there is number way of taking the details from the user by giving as a form submission, or details taking from the users by using the form. And the latest one which is using by every website, if the user is boring to writing all the things like name, email, password, verifying password, and whatever the details by given by the user, and uploading a photo. So there is a one process of taking all the users detail, that is exact details. What is the exact details means, like user, some user scam and making it some fake details. But exact details means if the user is registered at any of the email like Gmail, like Facebook, like Slack, like GitHub. These are the every user using right now, and this is a must and should. Means compulsory accounts needed to be a developer. So Gmail is basically a Google Mail which is provided by the Google company. So in this web application, I include as a Google authentication purpose, that every user can come to my web application, and first of all, giving the details by the user. That user has been compulsory have to register their details. How can he register? I am using here as a Google authentication. What is use of authentication means, the user did not have to be they don't have more time to submission the form, so that yeah, directly can come to my website. And this is my website homepage. Home route is 8080, means it is directly connected to my local host. I'm giving the port number is 80. What can is the port you can give? After I will explain definitely full details about the Google authentication purpose. So first of all, I want to explain something the home route. This is my I designed this front end part by using the handlebar. That is also a template engine which is used by the Node.js server. You can also use as a EJS or Pug. Pug is the latest one, but you can use EJS is very comfortable. So I using the EJS only for designing this homepage. So every user came to any website, first of all he can to see the profile, but he can't see because I used as a authentication, that if the user entered in our website without login he can't. But I'm not giving any sign up form because I'm directly connecting to the Google authentication. So Google Plus I did a button, and click on this button means I did directly it is connected to the Google authentication API, where directly it is connected by this key. And here you have to submit the details which is already logged. The user has been logged their browser, whether it is my I have logged in there two users. It is one is R minus another one having the another email. So I want to register my R minus. If the user already been registered and their details already been see, this is the output. Because why? How it is output came means I will show you in console log that see here the console log output is saying the existing user is here. What is the existing user means before only I have signed up through my Gmail. So for that purpose, the existing user details is signed and this is directly login. Here I am taking from the, there is number of objects are there, but I am only taking as username, that is Google ID for any unique ID which is generated by the Google. Whenever any times again I want to sign up, the user find this Google ID only, they will find that they already been there. And third one is the thumbnail. Thumbnail is just nothing but a display picture which is provided, which is you already been uploaded on your Gmail. So it is I using it this card, and in this card directly dynamic data is rendered. So this is a small application, but to build this application you must and should clear about the basic fundamentals about the JavaScript, about the ES6 features, about the databases concept, about the MongoDB, whatever the query you are writing, and about the some authentication passport.js, some processes. So basically I am starting for writing the code about this. So before writing this code, I want to explain something about documentation which is given by the passport.js developer. So just writing the Google passport.js is directly connected to the passport.js home documentation, and we all you guys you can read at a time so that we can understood better. Simple and unabrasive and authentication for Node.js. Why it is written as passport justly is the authentication middleware for Node.js. Already it is written in the heading only. It is the authentication middleware. So if you guys are not familiar with the middleware, what is use of this middleware is just it is a restriction given to the end user. If the user wants to enter any of the routes inside an application, see if we are providing some middleware, and that middleware in between that whether this if the user is satisfying these are the conditions are there which are providing inside my middleware. If they satisfy this condition, then only he can access to the next routes, unless he have to again re-authenticate direct to the previous login page or whatever the file. So this is the main use. So middleware is just like middleware is working as a middle part only. He's connecting the two backend and with any other external application he is working. Passport is very much working. So that's why we are providing any of the authentication purpose we use the passport.js, which is a npm package provided by the passport.js developer. So passport can be unobviously dropped in the any express based web application. We can use any of the application as a middleware. A comprehensive set of the strategies support authentication using a username and password like Facebook, Twitter, and more is like Gmail, all having the something. Here already been written. See, it is changing also like Twitter, Facebook, GitHub. Passport dot authenticate is directly authenticated to these are the LinkedIn. See, passport is used as a middleware for all of this. So we can see all of the strategy like passport having. First of all, you have to install the npm package as a passport.js. After that, you have to install all the strategies like Facebook strategy, Google strategy, Twitter strategy, GitHub strategy, and as well as Slack strategies. So they are providing this. You can see this passport Facebook is there, passport http bearer is there, bubble Google or is there, and passport Twitter is there, passport auth 0 is there, passport local is there, passport JWT, and there is a number of passport JS already been handled. And this is the latest one which is I am using as a passport auth 2.0 authentication strategy for passport. So I think so today we learn about the passport Gmail Google Auth. So we are going to this strategy and explain about the some features. So some of you guys you understood about the passport JS, that is Google strategy has been explained, and the passport JS strategies for the authentication purpose has been given by the user. And this is a meta module already been written here. You can see that this is a meta module that combines the passport Google authentication and passport Google OAuth 220. So we are going to install this one. Okay, and it exists for backward compatibility with the application making use of the combined package. As a version of 1.0.1, it is encouraged to declare dependency on the module that implements the specific version of the OAuth needed. We can understood that whenever we want to install any of the application, we already know that if we are just writing the command in the terminal, that is npm install passport Google OAuth or whatever we are writing, passport Google OAuth 1 or 2.20. This is the topic. The test suite is located inside the test directory. All the test features, everything is there. Some JV string is there. You can go and read by yourself so that you could understand better model. Okay. So we are now going to the documentation part and we are reading at a time all the details. I'm giving an overview about the passport.js, and after that, first of all, you have to install the passport.js. Then if you want to log in, that this is the process of local or whatever. We can use the passport.authenticate.local. We are using local authentication, like we are giving a sign up form and we are using this sign up form to the this one. See here request.username.user.username, we are requesting something. So we are not going to anything. We are just using the Google authentication. So we are providing as a passport.authenticate.google. Yeah. Here I will explain definitely briefly. You could understood that all of the things. A redirection of the common use of the authentication request dot post slash login passport authenticate local is here success and redirect federalism. If it is written already, you know that if it is directly app.post, what is posting something, it is the method of poster. You already know about the CRUD application. CRUD having the four option, that is get, getting the data, reading the data. Post means creating, we are creating something. And put or catch, which is updating the data. And delete is the method. So we are, whenever the user taking, whenever the backend server taking the data from the user, it is always being a post only. You have to understood that post is a method which is posting the some data from the client side to the server side. Okay, so this is method we are using as a post method for sending and getting the data. And getting the data, we are using the get method. So after post login also we are sending some details about the users details, and we are after, if success redirect means if success is redirected directly, redirected to the home page, home route. If failure redirect, it is going to the again login page. If failure flash the issue, we are providing this is the conditions by using the passport. We can use like this, we could understand whenever we are going to do by using the coding part, we could understood better. If you are already been work in authentication applications, we could understood better that how it is more simpler than the other normal authentication by writing all the hard code and again going for making your own middlewares. Everything we are doing by ourselves only. But here some passport.js is providing much more easier to be build an application which is directly connected to your application by the user and taking the details by the user. So all of you guys ready? So okay, I will show you about the package dot whatever the we are going to use our application. Inside that application is we are using our application as cookie parser, cookie session we are using because we are using the front end side. And front end side, whenever the user is login, we are providing some of the details which is taken by them, which is stored inside the cookies. And that user details has been, again, if the user is going to log in, that session data or cookie data has been sent to the backend server, and there only backend server will directly fetching the data and comparing these data, is there details already been given by the user is already exist in our database or not. So this is the main purpose. .env we are installing, that we are going to provide some details and some of the password authentication, like we are using API keys and their password, everything. So we are storing the details inside our .env file, or we can store directly inside a key .js. Next is the EGS. This is the template engine we are going to use here. We can use handlebar. We can, if you are comfortable with handlebar, you can go for it, or you can go for pug also. That is very useful for you guys. And next one is Express. This is mainly framework we are using. Express is a big library. Every backend user is only working on the Express.js only, and this is one of the most useful npm package or library is what we can use. Told about every all the features that is given by the Express.js only. If you know the Node.js means, definitely every user backend application has been developed by using the Express only. So we are the Marn developer. Marn means nothing but MongoDB and E for Express only. And next one is the Mongoose. This is a package which are using. It is a relation object relational mapping npm package which is used for sending the query, and we are not writing any of the vanilla query for MongoDB server. So for that purpose, we are installing as a MongoDB npm ORM package. Next, already I explained that we have to install first Passport.js as a npm package. After that, we are installing Passport Google OAuth 20. This is the latest version of 2.0.0. That's right. And we are using as a dev because this is a normal. It is not necessary, but since we are trying, we are writing some codes, we are not going to save again and again, uh, closing our server and again restarting. For that purpose, it is continuously watching your application. So we use as a nodemon as a npm package, and this is the main package which every user during the development purpose is using. After that, you can uninstall when you deploy your application because this is not needed. Only node is this is enough for. We saw that we are. This is the main purpose. I some explain about the script part. Whenever you want to run some application, you have to mention the key value pair of your start and start inside that node app.js. Since all the application starting point will be my application, the main file is the app.js. That's why I have to install. If you want to something, you write the code in the index.js, you have to mention as node index.js. And second one is the development. We are using npx, and npx is the test command of a node anything node package manager. So this is the latest command. Before we are directly using as a nodemon, it will be working, but some of the Windows application it needed to be having. We are not using any sudo command, so that's why npx is the latest command for running any application. And this is the license authored by the Manos, and everything is there. So this is the name I'm providing as my application, Google OAuth. So this is some overview of this application. I am going to create a new package here. I am going to create a demo for Google or demo Google or OAuth. Okay, I'm already making a directory, and I'm removing this unwanted directories here. I don't want this unwanted directory. I'm going to again add a directory like I mentioned on the demo is here. To the demo application add. So I am opening the terminal inside this only. So first of all, I have to make an npm package. So npm init, you know everything, and just hit enter. He's asking about the package name. What is the package name? The demo Google OAuth. Version is something. Let me description. Nothing is there. Entry point is Java app.js. Test command is nothing. Just git nothing. Keyword is nothing. Author is license is we are being starting as MIT. It is a free license. You can use it. Just hit enter. So our package.json has been already ready to be configured. Now we are writing some of the commands. Just see. First of all, we have to make an attach app.js. This is the basic. So if you guys like for the MVC pattern, so I'm going to make an MVC pattern also. I'm making 3 folders. First one is controllers. Next folder is views, and third folder is our what mod is. So this is my MVC pattern. I am writing all the commands, and another folder for routes. So these are the main basic folders, and we are writing all the commands here. This is the main. So before writing anything command, I am installing some of the npm package, that is npm I. First one is Express, second one is Mongoose, third one is our already I told passport JS, next one is passport or 20, something like this. Just have to see what is the name of the package. Passport Google or sorry, and upper one is passport. I'm just copying this now. Passport, and this is hit enter. All the packages will going to install on your dependency. Just wait for a moment. I think it will take some 5 to 10 minutes. So with guys, we will definitely go for this. So we are not waiting anything. We are going to write something for demo. But we are creating our all of the controller, like we are creating some here some of the views, like in views we are creating some index.js, not index, just we are creating login.ejs, and another one file form.ejs, another each file, anything name like profile. We are creating a profile, so we are using a profile page, and one is for dashboard something. No need, if needed we will create this one also. So these are the 4 views already I created especially. Yeah, and one more package I forgot to install, EJS. EJS, npm EJS. So my whole package has been installed on the dependency at the tool folder. Now, first of all, going to make any of the I'm wire mapping all the application. I'm creating database for database dot. Yes. So I'm creating first of my application. And again, one more package I'm forgetting, the dev dependent PMI minus T, that is NodeMin. Already I explained it. NodeMin. That's it. So I'm writing my command here. I think every guys know about that. We are using here all the mileage space equal to here. It is already. VS Code is very much intelligent. He can explain everything. Next one I am taking let here we are using here database which I already mentioned. Just put dot and slash enter, and next is db. This is enough. Yeah. So I record this one, requiring my database one, and now I'm requiring, I'm expressing making an instance of the express.js. So how can we make an instance means? So let here equal to express. This is I'm making an express instance, and I'm using all the instances inside the app dot use or app dot, all the methods. So create an event, we installing my Node.js, space.json, and I am just testing purpose. I am using app.get whether my code is running or not. Just I am sending something. API.send. This is error application. I'm sending some of the data. Send. Welcome to Google Earth. And I am making a server port, so that's why I'm writing this application. It's app.listen. I'm giving some port number 3000, comma, and this is some function I'm writing just to see the error functions. And I'm console logging. My port is running on one. Port is running. And 3000. So I think my Express has been set up. I'm going to this folder and just writing. And sorry, I'm not mentioning inside my package.sh script function. So I'll go for there and did the test. And I'm sorry, I'm deleting this part only and writing some start node app dot js comma start dev node mon app.js. Already I must mention that we have to write npx for new updation in the region. So everything is fine, and now I can start my application. npm run app. You can see that my code is see guys. My code is running on the application, and we can go for the okay. So I'm just for some purpose I'm going to max and connect my databases with the my application. So connecting the database, already I installed Mongoose. I installed my Mongoose npm package, which is an object relation mapping for Mongoose. So I'm just writing the code for connecting my database, MongoDB database, with my application. So you know guys how to connect databases. So I will explain something about whenever you are connecting any databases. So we have to writing some commands like we are we are requiring the mongoose package. First of all, let mongoose is equal to require mongoose, um, okay, and mongoose.connect. I am passing the string of that connection. Already you know the connection of the string is mongodb column double space localhost and port is 270.17 plus I'm making any of the database. I'm making as a demo for Google Earth, so I'm using Google for this is my database name. And second thing, I'm making the strings. I'm passing some of the user topology after. And this, since this is connected, it is a promise, so you know about the promise is already been explained in the dot there and dot catch only. So I'm making it here arrow functions, and inside I'm console log the data. Here console.log if my database is connected, so I'm just making connected database database connection. Sorry guys, I think my keyboard, I have to change, just 1 minute, I'm changing my keyboard to another keyboard so that it will be helpful. Okay, just 1 minute. So if this keyboard will be connected, then this will be very fine. Wait a minute. Hello guys, I think everyone is fine. I'm connecting my keyboard to my laptop. Now I'm writing fine, and my application also working. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I pen. Yeah, now I'm database connected to the MongoDB server or something. Okay guys, and if any not connected means if any error is there, here we can writing the error also. Console log error catch. What is the error? Here writing the error. Here console logging the error. Console log error. Okay, this is my connection, and I made a connection. You can see my database is connected. Port is running in 3000, and my database is connected to the MongoDB server. But there is some warning here, and in the warning only it is explained here. So I'm just copying this part, user topology, and already make a second object, and inside that object I'm passing some of the rules. So this will stop my, these are the warnings. And just 1 minute. You can see some warning is gone. Now this warning, with another warning, and I'm passing this one, second parameter, and second object here. And this is also making true. Okay. Now you can see there is no warning in the connection of the data. Can show you. See, there is no warning in the data. What is running on 3000, and this is it. So finally our database is connected, my application is running, and everything working fine. So now I just want to show you something. I'm going to my local host. 1 minute. This is my old server. I just want to close this one, no need of this. And I am going to make a localhost 3000 because I am giving the port number 3000, so I am making 3000. Already I sent localhost home route is welcome to Google OAuth. Because why it is showing means I am already been explained and mentioned that in the home route it is sending the details as welcome to Google. Okay, guys, I think you will understood this one. So wireframe is everything fine. My application is working as you can see here. So we will discuss this all the second part will the second demo. Okay. Thank you very much. We will come within this some second and you can see all the details of them. So I am stopping my recording.